What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So today we are back doing another 2K rebuild, but this time today we're doing a Lakers rebuild where we actually trade Anthony Davis on top of Russell Westbrook today. Before we get into today's video though, guys, if you could drop a like and of course subscribe if you're new around here, that would be greatly appreciated. So there's obviously no doubt this offseason is going to be very interesting for the Los Angeles Lakers. We're going to talk about the Anthony Davis trade here in a second. But as you guys know, the Lakers offseason rebuild that I did not go so well. We did not make the playoffs once in the video, which is kind of surprising. So today, my goal is to make the playoffs with the Lakers, which sounds stupid because that sounds like it should be easy, but really isn't in 2K. 2K does not like the Lakers. So, but let's talk about the Anthony Davis trade for a second. There's been some rumors going around about the whole Zach LaVine to the Los Angeles Lakers thing, and people have been proposing the idea of Anthony Davis in a sign-in trade getting traded to the Chicago Bulls, where he's from, and of course the Lakers in return get Zach LaVine. Now I'm not sure why this would happen, but today we're doing that. We are going to make that happen. So I've actually already made it happen. So basically, a sign-in trade, you could argue that somebody needs to add more to this trade for this to happen, but it has been kind of talked about where basically the Bulls get Anthony Davis and the Lakers get Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine 2 years ago, when I think he was about to sign, or I don't remember if he was a free agent at the time when he said this, or if he was getting extended, I don't remember, but he said 2 years ago that he would love to play for LeBron James. So people have brought up the idea, since now that Zach LaVine's an unrestricted free agent and he's going to weigh out his options, people have brought up this idea of Anthony Davis potentially getting traded, and then the Lakers get Zach LaVine. So the reason why the Lakers would do this, I guess they would just they don't trust Anthony Davis's health, I guess, and then you get Zach LaVine, who could be a really good fit next to LeBron James. So that is what we kind of have. It is now Zach LaVine and LeBron James together. So it was a sign-in trade where Zach LaVine got his full max contract that he could get from another team, and then obviously LeBron James on his 1-year contract, and then we still have to trade Russell Westbrook, of course. So Zach LaVine and LeBron James. We'll see if that that changes anything today. So that's going to be kind of the thing we talk about a little bit. So let's get into this video, shall we? Kind of already been into it a little bit. Frank Vogel, of course, as we know, was fired. Now, I don't know. The Lakers did hire or interview Terry Stotts, which honestly, man, as a Blazers fan, I suggest you guys don't hire Terry Stotts, but do what you want. Of course, Dwayne Casey is a free agent out here, which honestly, I'm just gonna go for a real coach. I just want a real person, and I see Dwayne Casey, who isn't actually obviously fired from the Pistons. David Fizdale is here, but everyone hated me when I did that last time. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to go for Dwayne Casey, even though he's not really a head coach, free agent head coach in real life, but we'll take him in 2K, I guess. And I'm going to fill this out real quick, and then we continue on with the video where we're going to trade Russell Westbrook, of course, as well. So on draft night, we don't actually have a draft pick, so we really don't even have to worry about draft night. But of course, you have Taylor Horton-Tucker, who is still somebody we could definitely look to trade away, or we could keep him. It really doesn't matter, but I think it's somebody I'm going to trade. Obviously, we have Zach LaVine and LeBron James, but the hard part about doing the Lakers is you have to fill out the rest of the roster when there's little to no cap flexibility. So it's going to be tough, but we're going to give it a shot. So we're not even going to worry about the draft, obviously, because we don't even have a damn draft pick. So just go straight to player options. Of course, Russell Westbrook actually accepts it. Why wouldn't he? Kendrick Nunn declines this player option, and Austin Reeves accepts. That might be another guy we have to trade away. Qualifying offers, Mason Jones. And I'm not sure if we opened up a trade exception with trading Anthony Davis. I don't think we probably did. Let's see if that is the case. I mean, I could take a look. I don't think we would have, though. Yeah, no exceptions. Okay, so what I want to do is, of course, start with Russell Westbrook. I'm going to throw him in the trade finder. So, of course, you're not going to get De'Aaron Fox from Russell Westbrook. Let's just be honest. Markelle Fultz in a first from the Magic. There's no reason for the Magic to do this. And then the Rockets, which, of course, the thing has been talked about is John Wall for Russell Westbrook, which that could be an interesting idea. I think the Rockets would take Russell Westbrook off of us, but we'd have to include it first, obviously. So, and then we might have to take John Wall back in return. So we could have John Wall, Zach LaVine, and LeBron James as our big three, but I'm not sure how much I actually love that. I honestly wouldn't mind just trading him to the Rockets and including a later first just to get off of him, to be honest with you. So John Wall looks like they actually just got rid of, so we don't have to try to get John Wall in return. So I guess what we're going to do is we're going to trade him to the Rockets, and they're going to take on his contract, which I'm not sure how much it makes sense for them, but they were offering me something. So let's go back to that same trade. But obviously, I don't think you get a first in return for Russell Westbrook, because we know how desperate the Lakers are, ready to get off Russell Westbrook's contract. So you'd probably have to include a first round pick in this to sweeten the Rockets in order to take Russell Westbrook's contract. If that doesn't make sense to you, then I'm sorry, but that's just how it's going to have to go. Russell Westbrook in a first, we obviously only get Garrison Matthews return, but the incentive for us is getting off Russell Westbrook's contract entirely. So that's going to open up some money for us. So I think we actually should have some cap flexibility now, which is going to be nice, which is something I don't ever have when I'm rebuilding the Lakers. So we have about, it says only $7 million with Taylor Horton-Tucker's contract. Garrison Matthews is going to be a decent fit, only making $2 million as well. Then Russell Westbrook, I think we opened up a $45 million trade exception as well, which actually is kind of cool, but I mean, we don't really have any assets, so I wonder if I could just get rid of, actually, I think I can just get rid of that trade exception, right? Let me see. Can I sign like Kyrie? Yeah, we're not too far off, so I think we do have like $28 million, so we could sign like Anthony Simon. So we have money to fill out the roster, which is actually kind of nice, which is something I've never had before, but of course, we literally have nothing. So Taylor Horton-Tucker is somebody I think I am going to look to trade once I am done with free agency. But we're going to need to fill some things out, aren't we? So we're not going to go crazy and sign like a big third member for this team because, like I said, we don't have a ton of money and I have to fill out the whole roster. So we're going to do our best to do that. Anthony Simons will be the best player we could get, but I don't think the Lakers would be able to get him. Jalen Brunson being unrestricted would be cool as well. Only going to cost $14 million. Of course, that would be a really nice addition to the team. So I definitely want to mind that. I'm going to go ahead and offer some contracts, though. Now that we have a little bit of money and we can kind of surround LeBron James with some talent, let's see if we can get lucky and do that. So my first couple signings are going to be Bobby Portis and Jalen Brunson, who are two guys are going to be immediately really good for us. And I think we still have some more money left over, which is good. So if I take a look, so those two guys alone are really good additions to the team. So I already really love that a lot. Getting Brunson and Bobby Portis is just fantastic, of course, like I said. So finances, salary cap breakdown, we still have a little bit of money left over, only $1 million, but we should have like a full exception. So now if we take a look at the roster and if we move Brunson to point guard, he's going to go up to an 81 overall. So getting Bobby Portis and Jalen Brunson are going to be two excellent additions to the roster. Of course, I don't love Bobby Portis as like a full-time center, but he is going to be decent enough, and we could obviously still get a center. We still need to fill out the bench. We still have the idea of potentially trading Taylor Horton-Tucker, so that's still on the table. But definitely looking, I already like how this video is going rather than the first time we did this. So Kleba also could be really nice. I obviously loved what he was able to, what he's been able to do for the Mavericks, so we could kind of just steal another Maverick. Al Horford obviously was fantastic yesterday. A lot of fun to watch him and see what he did yesterday. But yeah, it does look like we have a ton of money left over. I think I do want to get Kendrick Nunn back though as well, which I don't know where he's at. If he's been signed, then maybe I guess he was signed, unfortunately. That's far. No, that's Chris Dunn, not Kendrick Nunn. Okay. Unless if Kendrick Nunn is down here somewhere, but I don't think he is. So let's go ahead and go. I think I want to go for Maxi Kleba 100% to get myself another shooting center. So this guy's going to fit perfectly next to LeBron James as well. So Maxi Kleba is going to be my other signing. So we'll sign him. Then you have Chris Dunn, Mike James, Rajon Rondo. Rondo's been here before. Lou Williams. And then is there anybody else that I could sign that are really good? Like Enes Freedom. We don't need a center now, though, really. So Oladipo is looking like a decent addition to the team. Taurean Prince. But as far as a backup point guard is concerned, Chris Dunn is cool. DeLon Wright, I actually kind of like the idea of. So I'm going to go DeLon Wright to be my backup point guard. And then backup small forward, Taurean Prince will be decent. So this is where I'm going to have to just sign a bunch of minimum guys, which is, it is what it is. Enes Freedom, obviously doesn't have a job anymore, but he is a 77 overall. So I could sign him technically. I guess I will. I don't know, man. He's not going to be great in the playoffs, but 2K, they might love him. And then Oladipo, I'll sign as well. So let me sign Freedom. Never mind, he goes to the Portland Trailblazers. Okay, Blazers get Enes Freedom back. It really sucks we didn't get Kendrick Nunn back. Honestly, really wanted him, but I might have renounced him on accident and didn't notice. But hey, man, I'm already feeling really good. I'll sign Cody Martin. No, never mind. I can't. Okay. So if you take a look at the roster now, it's Jalen Brunson, DeLon Wright. You have Zach LaVine and Austin Reeves. You have Taylor Horton-Tucker, Garrison Matthews, Taurean Prince, Victor Oladipo, LeBron James. Then you have Bobby Portis and Max Kleba. Two guys who are not totally big, but I mean, can both shoot the three ball, which is going to be important next to LeBron James. So the spacing is going to be here, which is important. And then now I want to go ahead and try to trade Taylor Horton-Tucker. And I'm going to try to get something for him. Don't really know what I should be looking for entirely, but just getting somebody good is kind of what I just want out of this. Rashawn Holmes would be almost perfect because he'd be like a legitimate center. That could just be kind of a nice lob threat, play defense a little bit. Jakob Poeltl, also same thing. We trade a second round pick and get Jakob Poeltl. That actually might not be a bad idea. I actually kind of like that idea. So Enes Freedom, don't really want him, but I think it's either going to be the Rashawn Holmes deal or Jakob Poeltl, and I think I'm going to take Jakob Poeltl from the Spurs. So the Spurs basically get themselves another good wing player they can kind of develop there if they wanted to, and we get Jakob Poeltl. So I'm going to be very happy with that. And then that's going to move Maxi Kleba or Bobby Portis to power forward, which I think I might move Maxi Kleba there, to be honest with you. And he's going to not go up, but he's going to be a 76 overall. So yeah, this is going to be the rotation. So it's going to be interesting. Garrison Matthews is going to have to be a starter, which I'm not sure how much I really love that. But I think getting Bobby Portis and Jalen Brunson with Zach LaVine and LeBron James could definitely lead to some good things. So I do like how this rebuild went for the most part this offseason. My small forward position could be better, obviously. But we'll have to just roll with it and just kind of see how it goes. And then maybe we could still make a trade. Player progression, we got LeBron James going down, Zach LaVine, Brunson, Bobby Portis, Jakob Poeltl. All those guys, saying they're going down. Not really sure why that would be the case, but it's fine. It is what it is. Oladipo, honestly, would rather move Oladipo to shooting guard. I don't know if he would go up, and he does not. He actually goes down, which is kind of weird to me, but whatever. So let's go straight to our rotation and kind of see what this team's going to look like. So like I said, I think, after this offseason, opening up that money, getting rid of Russell Westbrook without having to worry about anything was awesome. So I kind of liked that a lot. So, and that opened up a lot of money, a lot of flexibility. Power ranking is going to land us number 7. So is Zach LaVine and LeBron James. And then, of course, you have Bobby Portis and Jalen Brunson with these two guys as well, who are very cheap and we're going to be really good players. So now we move this system to a balance probably. So we're going to do that. We're going to move this to a balance system. They want to start Victor Oladipo. Honestly, I'm not opposed to making like another trade, to be honest with you, because don't love Oladipo starting, but I don't really know if I have the tools to do that. If I don't, then I'm just going to go and sell it this year. But you saw the rotation. I'm going to move Mr. Dwayne Casey to balanced, and we are going to be ready to go this season, man. So this is going to be rotation unless if I make a trade. So they want to start Garrison Matthews, which I actually like that a little bit better. So Jalen Brunson, Zach LaVine, Garrison Matthews, LeBron James, Bobby Portis, Jakob Poeltl, Maxi Kleba, DeLon Wright, and Taurean Prince. So it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but I think it's good enough. So we'll see how this season goes. Brunson and Bobby Portis should be really good role players. So I want to move Brunson's shot tendency up a little bit to like an 80, and then Bobby Portis to like 75, I think. So let's see how this goes with no Anthony Davis and no Russell Westbrook, and see if 2K loves the Lakers this time. Obviously, last time, not that good. So let's see what happens this season. So at the end of the season, Jason Tatum goes on to win MVP. Chet Holmgren's your rookie of the year on the Spurs. So I guess that even made more sense why they traded Jakob Poeltl away, because they got Chet Holmgren. That makes a lot of sense in that way. Marvin Bagley also signed with the Spurs, 6th man of the year for them. Matisse Thybulle, defensive player. Halliburton, most improved on the Pacers. Nick Nurse is your coach of the year, and David Powell is your executive. So look at the All-NBA teams. No LeBron James on All-NBA first team. Not even on All-NBA second team, but he does make All-NBA third team. Here's All-Offense first team and All-Defensive second team, All-Rookie first team, and All-Rookie second team. But, boys, we are the 2nd seed in the West, so things already went so much better than they have in the past when I've done Lakers rebuild. The Chicago Bulls ended up getting the 7th seed over there with Anthony Davis. So looking at the player stats, we had 31 from Zach LaVine. So Zach LaVine kind of took over here as your number 1 guy, which honestly would be good because, LeBron James doesn't want to have to carry the load all the time. So you get a guy like Zach LaVine to take some pressure off of him. Average 31 a night. I'm sure LeBron James would sign up for that. And then 17 points from Jalen Brunson, 12 from Bobby Portis, 8 from Garrison Matthews, 7 from Maxi Kleba, then 6 from Taurean Prince, 6 from Oladipo, and 6 from DeLon Wright, and 5 from Jakob Poeltl. So like I said, things already went so much better than last time. It really did. So I'm very happy with how this went because like I said, last time we did a Lakers rebuild, about 2 weeks ago, we didn't even make the damn playoffs one time at all. So I'm very happy this went went way better. So now we get to play the Sacramento Kings in round 1. So you take a look at Sacramento. They have DiVincenzo, Harrison Barnes, Metu, Sabonis, Davion Mitchell, and then Terrence Davis, and then Malachi. All right, here we go. Somebody coming around against the Kings, and we drop game 1. It's an even series, so I'm actually kind of nervous because I don't want to technically lose to an 8th seed. So I might low-key go 8 bench depth here because we're not that deep anyway as it is. So Maxi Kleba will get that last spot. And we'll see if we can win game 5 now. So game 5, we're up 3-2, and we beat them 6. There we go. So we are on to the second round where we belong, which is awesome. So now we get to play the Utah Jazz, who have Mike Conley, Mitchell, pretty much the same roster. They added Kyle Anderson, Mr. Slow-Mo, which actually that's a nice addition, but it's not going to make the Jazz that much better. Game 1, we're up 1-0. 50, 10, and 10 from LeBron James, which is exactly what you want. So awesome stuff there. Zach LaVine with 38. Game 2, we're up 2-0, 119 and 104. LeBron James, Zach LaVine putting in that work. And I thought we were going to go up 3-1 or 3-0, but we did not. We're up 3-1 now, and we beat them 5. So we are already back in the Western Conference Finals with all that we were able to accomplish this offseason. But now we get to play a young up-and-coming Memphis Grizzlies team. So this is going to be an interesting series, but let's see what happens. Game 1. We're down 1-0, so that sucks. 33-30 from Zach LaVine. We do not even it up. We are down 3-0, and the Grizzlies are just that good, huh? Let's see if we can... okay. LeBron James has been down 3-1 before, but hey, maybe 3-0 is something we could accomplish. We have to win this game to force a Game 7, but, I mean, we've won 2 in a row, so momentum is in our hands right now. Feel like the Raptors, but maybe I can complete it this time. And it's not looking good. We tried our best, but we lose 101-106. We made it to the Western Conference Finals. The Grizzlies do end up eliminating us, though. But, hey, man, let's go ahead and see if we can have, like, another good offseason ahead of us. We should have, like, another mid-level, so... I don't think LeBron James retired. We're going to have to re-sign him as well. So let's just see if we can get to accomplish this offseason. Obviously, no draft pick capital for us. We are poverty with our draft. Well, actually, we have number 21 overall, so that actually could come in handy. So staff signing. We got Dwayne Casey. I'll keep that the way it is. I'm happy we just made it to the playoffs, and on top of that, got to the Western Conference Finals. So if we could have like another good offseason, I think we could definitely be championship contenders again, which we already kind of are, but... there's no one I want to trade. I like Maxi Kleber. I like Bobby Portis. I like all those guys. 21, I can't trade away, so we're just going to have to pick here, which actually may not be a terrible thing. So at number 21 overall, let's see what we can grab. So you have Jarris Walker on the board. You have Quinterly. Honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as the guy I draft can like contribute right away. So I think I'm going to take Max Christie here and bring him into the rotation. So I like Max Christie. Coming in for the Los Angeles Lakers, and then I'm going to take Quinterly here. So I'm going to hope those two can contribute. If not, they're trade bait as well. These two are 75-74 respectfully. Garrison Matthews, I'll sign back. Would love nothing more but for Garrison Matthews to not be my starting small forward this year, though. That would be my game plan. I do want Jakob Poeltl back, and then LeBron James does have an offer from the Pistons, so of course I'm going to go ahead and try to take him, and we do get LeBron James back. Okay, so we get LeBron James and Jakob Poeltl back, so now we can kind of focus on free agency after that. And we still have the ability to sign a full mid-level, which is going to be really key here. So if we take a look at the rotation, we have Jalen Brunson and Quinterly now. We have Zach LaVine and Christie, who I think could contribute. Garrison Matthews and LeBron James and Kleber. And then, okay, so I think this mid-level for 100% should go after a small forward to just kind of take over here. So you have Harrison Barnes. You have Matisse Thybulle, who just won Defensive Player of the Year, but offensively he kind of sucks. Bojan Bogdanovic. So Matisse Thybulle would be fun. I feel like he would get matched, though. And then shooting guards, you got Seth Curry, Terrence Davis. You got Caleb Martin. You got Will Barton, Jalen Noel, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Edmund Summer. Okay. Barnes, I think, would be the best, honestly. He would fit so good, and I think I'm going to go for Harrison Barnes. I don't know how well he's going to perform, though, but I think he'll be really good. So I'm going to sign Harrison Barnes to be our starting small forward, which I think is awesome. I like DeLon Wright as well. Last year, I signed him back just to be safe. And then I think that'll be it, though. So we'll have Brunson, DeLon Wright, Quinterly. We'll have LaVine, Christie, Barnes, and Matthews, which I think Barnes is an excellent addition next to LeBron. And then Bobby Portis and Jakob Poeltl. So honestly, this roster around LeBron James is not too shabby. I think it's pretty good. But obviously, this year, he's going to have to be carried again. We're not LeBron. Well, not necessarily carried, but he's going to need help. And we definitely have that help for him. So we'll just have to see how it goes. LaVine doesn't go up. LeBron James is going down, of course. But let's just go into this last season because obviously LeBron James not getting any younger. We're just going to have to hope this team can get back to where they were, obviously, in the Western Conference Finals this last season. But this time, maybe make it all the way. So if we look at our starting five, it looks really good with Barnes coming in now. That's a way better starting small forward than we've had. I'm going to run a 9-man rotation on top of that. We also have some youth in the rotation with those rookies, so that's going to be good as well. And I don't think we can move up to like a 4-star system. So only other thing I want to look at is Barnes' shot tendency because I feel like it's really low. It's actually a 77, so that's not too bad. So let's just go ahead and summate this year, second season, and let's see if we can make it back to the playoffs, and this time go all the way to the finals. So LeBron James wins MVP. Victor wins Rookie of the Year. Colin Sexton is your 6th man. AD is defensive player on the Chicago Bulls. Most improved goes to Zion, and Dwayne Casey wins Coach of the Year. So we went 63-19. So I think with the Barnes addition, we were so much better. I think that was just a way better starting small forward than Garrison Matthews. Player stats-wise, LeBron James kind of returned back to what he used to be with 27 points. 26 from LaVine, 14, 13, and then 12. So yeah, definitely a lot of good contribution around LeBron James with this Lakers roster. So yeah, I love how this rebuild went opposed to last time. That didn't go so well, but regardless, let's see who we get to play in the first round. We get to play the Portland Trail Blazers, who have Simons, Keon Johnson. Damian Lillard is the 6th man of this team, which is interesting, but we should be able to take care of them, I hope, somebody current round, and we sweep them. So that's a good start. So now Get the Denver Nuggets, who have Jokic still. So it could be tough on us, but got Highland, Braun, Michael Porter as well. So we'll see if we could beat them. This might be a little bit tougher. They do win game 1, and they beat us in 6. Wow, bro, that sucks. After getting the first seed, we don't even make it. Damn. Okay, the Atlanta Hawks going to win the championship. They win in 7. But I am going to go ahead. Well, I mean, do I run it back one more time? I don't know. LeBron James wants to retire. I guess we could try one more time because, you know, we just had a really good year. Didn't go our way. We'll see if another year of doing this is going to make a difference. I would love nothing more to win a championship with the Lakers here. So let's just go straight to player options. And let's see if we can get... So we got Matthews and Quinterly coming back. Qualifying offers, none. And I don't even know who's all free agents for us. Probably some important guys I would imagine. Nobody... so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Actually, we still have everybody. So I guess we'll just go straight back again and just run it back one more time. Play progression probably not going to treat us too well. But this is definitely going to have to be the last season because LeBron James obviously just tried to retire. And Barnes going down overall doesn't help. So maybe that was our window last year, but we'll run it back one more time and see if another year makes a difference or not. So running it back one more year led us to the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. So again, we're just going to have to kind of see how things go. Looking at the player stats, I didn't mean to look at the rookie report, but player stats, we had 28 from Levine, 22, 18, 12, 11.5. All right, here we go, man. Somebody current round against Pelicans. I mean, if we beat the Pelicans, we should be able to beat anybody technically, but we're going to a game 7 with the Pels. So this is going to be an important game 7 because if we get eliminated in round 1, then obviously that's going to be the end. But hey, if we keep going, we still have the ability to win a championship in this video. Looking good so far, but of course that doesn't mean anything just yet. Pelicans could always come back, and we are going to win this game 7 and go on to round 2. 48 from LeBron James. So here we go, going up against the San Antonio Spurs, who have DeMar DeRozan back, so that's interesting. Which Holmgren and Devin Booker? How the hell do they afford this? Devin Booker, he's got to be the one making a lot of money. Then DeMar DeRozan probably making pennies on the dollar, huh? Let me check. No. Okay, well, the Spurs just have a lot of money, I guess. Well, let's see if we beat the San Antonio Spurs. I'm highly doubting it. We're down 1-0. Yeah, they have a really good freaking team. And yep, we run into it. So we're going to get swept. And the farthest we're going to go today is the Western Conference Finals. The Rockets go on to win it all. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video regardless, though. Let me know what you guys think about the potential of Zach LaVine to the Los Angeles Lakers. Do you see it happening, or do you think it's just all, Lakers talk, rumors, or whatever? But thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.